Hello, my internet fans. Welcome to another watch along. As this one, we are at game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. This is a pivotal game because, as on the mini board, the series is tied at 2 games apiece. Both series, both the this and the NHL final or the NBA finals are going to game 5. So we'll see where everything goes. Now, as always, as I take a look at Connor McDavid, who leads the Stanley Cup final with 6 assists, countdown is at 28 minutes and 30 seconds left on there. And the UFL championship is starting in a few minutes on ABC and ESPN Plus as the DC Defenders take on the Michigan Panthers. But let me read the story of yesterday's game 4 for the NBA Finals. This is, again, all the stories that I read come by ESPN, and I always give credit to the person who wrote it because it's not my work, it's their work. So they get all the credit. That way I don't get in trouble for plagiarism or slander or libel or one of those. You do not want to get that as an independent, unofficial journalist. Maybe that's what I should call myself instead of Stat Boy. Anyway, I don't know. This story is written by Tim McMahon. Probably no relation. Headline reads, SGA dazzles in 4th as Thunder rally to take NBA Finals Game 4. Dateline, Indianapolis. After 45 minutes of climbing uphill in Friday's Game 4 of the NBA Finals, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder felt like the most successful season in franchise history was on the line. The Thunder trailed the Indiana Pacers by a 2-possession margin, putting Oklahoma City in serious jeopardy of falling into a 3-1 series deficit, a hole that has been overcome only once in finals history. Gilgeous-Alexander, along with a top-ranked Thunder defense that lived up to that pedigree when desperately needed, didn't allow that to happen. The series is even heading back to Oklahoma City after the MVP's clutch scoring flurry carried the Thunder to a 111-104 comeback victory at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Gilgeous-Alexander hit the 2 biggest shots of the game and of his career to this point on consecutive possessions after Indiana superstar Tyrese Halliburton drove by him for a layup that put the Pacers up by 4 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. The 2-man game with Jalen Williams, who had 27 points, produced a spot-up 3-pointer for Gilgeous-Alexander that pulled Oklahoma City within a point with 2:58 remaining. After Alex Caruso blocked Pacers guard Andrew Nembhard's shot, Gilgeous-Alexander attacked in isolation from the left wing and delivered a bump that sent defender Aaron Nesmith to the seat of his pants in the paint, creating space to hit a 15-foot baseline step-back jumper that gave the Thunder the lead for good with 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. As the Thunder strung together a series of stops, holding the Pacers to 1 point after Halliburton's driving layup, Gilgeous-Alexander sealed the victory by hitting 6 free throws in the final 44 seconds. Gilgeous-Alexander scored 15 of the Thunder's final 16 points, including 11 in the last 2:58. 2 minutes and 58 seconds. That is the most points by any player in the final 3 minutes of a finals win in at least 50 years, according to ESPN research. The Thunder set an NBA record for point differential during a 68-win regular season, but they have also established themselves as a historically elite comeback team. That continued at a critical moment Friday night as the Thunder rallied from a 10-point deficit late in the third quarter. Oklahoma City is 22-12 in games when it is trailed by double digits during this regular season and playoff run, the best record by any team in those situations since at least 1997 and 1998, according to ESPN research. The Thunder's confidence under such duress reflects the cool demeanor of the face of the franchise. Julius Alexander, who was 12 of 24 shooting and didn't record an assist, wouldn't have had the opportunity to shine down the stretch unless the Oklahoma City defense responded to the challenge in the fourth quarter. The Thunder held the Pacers to 17 points. Doggone it. And the yawning continues on 5 of 18 shooting in the final frame when Le Guin's Dort set the tone with his smothering point of attack defense. Julius Alexander responded with greatness when his team needed it the most, coming through with a sort of closing kick that is the stuff of legends. He had 15 points and was 8 of 8 from the line in the fourth quarter, which hadn't been done since Michael Jordan in the clinching Game 6 of the 1998 Finals, his last dance in a Chicago Bulls uniform. So there you go. The series is tied 2-2, and Game 5 is Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, or 8:30 p.m., excuse me. Then Game 6, this could all be done depending on what happens in Game 5. That is Thursday night, the 19th. And if it's still tied, we'll finally get a winner a week from tomorrow, Sunday, June 22nd. That will be the final game of the series and the championship. And I have said many, many times that when the title's on the line, the only way it should go is a full 7-game series. I have said that. And heck, why not have that go to overtime too, to get every possible bit out of a game? As far as tonight's game goes, the finals in the Stanley Cup Finals, this is Game 5, and they're still partying it out at Rogers Place with 21 minutes and 30 seconds left to go until puck drop. So let's bring up the schedule for that one, just to confirm that on camera. Tonight is Game 5. The Stanley Cup will be in Florida for Game 6, because regardless of what happens tonight, the Cup could be awarded Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. And if that doesn't happen and it goes to Game 7, it'll be Friday, June 20th. That will be the final game of the series. Then after that, who knows what's next for me? I do believe that we briefly talked about possibly doing the home run derby this season for All-Star break. It's a possibility. It has not been confirmed yet. And then, of course, for certain, I know I will be back doing watch-alongs because we did such a great job last year with the Dodgers and the Yankees. We're going to do it again this year with the 2025 World Series, but that's not going to be, of course, until October. In fact, I seriously doubt that they have any plans on when the let me quickly see if I can bring up 2025 World Series. I doubt that even 2025 in baseball. Well, let's see. 2025 Major League Baseball season. The 95th All-Star Game is planned for July 15th, so that's a month away. So there's that. The end of the season is on September 28th. And da 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 dee. Da 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 dee. Da dee 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 dee. Da 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 da. We're looking for MLB playoffs. I mean, I know it's way. There we go. Major League Baseball postseason. Yeah, last season it was all of October. Yeah, there's nothing really. Well, hold on. Yeah, we really don't know when that's going to be. So it's going to be the end of October more than likely. So we don't really have a schedule for that yet. And, who knows what's next, I really don't know what's next. I really, really don't know. And there's Jackie Redmond out there in Canada. And I got to say this is, I had the closed captioning on for the first 4 days. And I don't know if the closed captioning is done by AI or if it's done by someone actually typing. But the Canadian national anthem was being performed, and we know the first two words are "Oh Canada, oh Canada." Okay, those words did not pop up on the screen, so I don't know what. I think it said "Oh can I did" or something. Or I'm like, and if there's a hard of hearing person watching the game who knows of the Canadian, they're going to be looking like, "What? How is that possible?" I don't know. I don't like that. All right, I've got a little bit of time before puck drop. I didn't do it. Let's see what we got here in the headlines. Caitlin Clark's 32 helps Fever hand Liberty their first loss. So apparently the Liberty were undefeated for quite some time. All the people. It's also very interesting that there are lots and lots of people outside the Rogers place, but there weren't very many people, if not none at all, outside the arena in Florida in Sunrise. So I don't know why, but that just happened. That happened. So there's that there. Quickly, let me do a quick review here on what happened on SmackDown last night. All this taken from WWE. Breaking news. Oh, yeah, we know about WrestleMania. We know about that. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and LA Knight call out John Cena. Ron the Truth Killings jumps John Cena twice. Randy Orton defeats LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, and Aleister Black in a fatal four-way for King of the Ring qualifying match. Jade Cargill defeats Nia Jax, Mission, and Piper Niven. Way to go, Jade. I will say this ahead of Shenanigans. I'm still waiting for Jade to do something impressive. Give her the Queen of the Ring. Okay? This is it. They're not giving her a title push. Now's the time to do it. Since she's in Queen of the Ring, give it to her. I'll copy and say that again tonight if I show up on Shenanigans. Naomi threatens to cash in on Tiffany Stratton. Go ahead and do it. Get it out of the way, honestly. I mean, busy bets on DraftKings. Sam Reinhart, 3 or more shots on goal. Connor McDavid gets a point or more. Trent Frederick scores a goal, and they're over 6.5, paying 30 to 1. I don't know about Trent Frederick scoring a goal. The Wyatt Six defeats the Motor City Machine Guns. I missed that. Alexa Bliss defeats Charlotte Flair, Alba Fire, and Candice LeRae. Fatal 4-Way Queen of the Ring. Cody Rhodes defeats Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Andrade. All right, so that's going to set up the semifinal matches. Night of Champions 2025 matches. I want to confirm. Do they get a title shot? Oh, yeah. During the June 6th episode of SmackDown, the tournaments for the 24th King of the Ring and 3rd Queen of the Ring were announced, with the winner of each tournament receiving a match for the World Championship of the... Okay, that's good. So Sammy is going to fight Randy, and Cody has to wait until the winner of Bronson, Jay, Rusev, and Sheamus. Oh boy, that could you imagine? Would they really give us Cody versus Jay? Sammy versus Randy is going to be a good match. They're going to put on a show. Do they really want to do Cody versus Jay? And then more than likely, it's going to be, regardless who Cody faces, if they do a Cody Randy final in Saudi, it's more than likely it's going to be Cody versus Cena, the rematch at SummerSlam. And with Cena's countdown at, I think he's at 17 right now, if the math is right. And we're in mid-June. So that's getting close too. My guess is as good as yours on that one. And right now it's going to be Roxanne versus Jade. That's going to be a good matchup. And we have the returning Asuka next week. Asuka, Ivy Nile, Raquel Rodriguez, and Stephanie Vaquer. It's up on that one. And the yarn continues. Got it. I don't know why I get so tired so early in the day. Drives me nuts. So I could see Jade versus Alexa. I could see Jade versus Asuka. That'd be a great matchup. But I think now is the time to really push Jade. She has been in the let me see how long she's been with the company a year and a half now. And all she's got is all she had was the World Tag Team Championship. And then, of course, she came back. So Give it to her, please. And I'll say this again on Shenanigans tonight if I show up. If they don't, then they are seriously doing something wrong with Jade Cargill. It's not fair. It's not right. And they need to do that. And the fans are all outside having a giant tailgate party. Edmonton comes out to party, as we're getting the opening video and all that there. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. So the winner of this game goes into Game 6 in Florida. If the Panthers win it, they have a chance to reclaim and hold on to Lord Stanley's Cup for another year. If the Oilers do it, something that hasn't happened, and let me reconfirm this. I want to say it hasn't happened since the 1990s list of Stanley Cup's champion. Stanley Cup Finals era. NHL champion since 1927. Scrolling all the way down to the bottom. Florida, Vegas, Colorado, Tampa Bay, St. Louis, Washington, Pittsburgh, Chicago, LA, Boston, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Anaheim, Carolina, season canceled, Tampa Bay, New Jersey, Detroit, Jersey, Dallas, Detroit, Colorado, New Jersey, New York, Montreal. Not since the 1993 season when the Canadiens defeated the Kings as a Canadian team won Lord Stanley's Cup. If the Panthers do it, the last time teams went back-to-back was Pittsburgh 8 years ago, when the Pittsburgh won in 2016 and 2017, when they beat the Sharks, and then they beat the Predators. Amazing that the Predators have played since their inception in 1998. The Predators have only reached the Stanley Cup Finals once. How about that? They've actually played for the Cup. If I had known that before I moved out here, maybe I did. I don't know. And the Oilers are making their way to the ice. And did I just see that Picard is going to be in goal? Did I just see that? If they're going to do this, the starting lineups, then we're going to confirm that in just a few seconds or so after the national anthems. Oh, it is confirmed. He is on the ice. He is in goal. Picard over Skinner. And now it is time for the national anthems. Picard is in goal for the Oilers instead of Skinner. Very interesting play there. We're going to see how that works out because Skinner was pulled twice in 2 games. So 6th team in N10 NHL seasons, 4th goalie in Oiler history with 7-game win streak, and 6th goalie in NHL history to win a Stanley Cup game in relief. Stanley Cup final game in relief. All right. Puck is dropped and game on. Game 5 is underway. 5 lead changes, 12 go-ahead goals, 8 tying goals, and 3 overtimes. Panthers in white, Oilers in blue. And here come the Panthers flying down the ice as Evan Rodriguez got a bit of a breakaway, and he comes flying down the ice. No, that was Brown. Brown went all the way, went to his backhand, right into Bobrovsky's glove. And the Panthers control. Oilers get it back. Puck goes wide. Bobrovsky comes out of his crease to play it. Oilers have it. Panthers send it back. And the first minute of play has gone by. Oilers in a change. Oilers have it. Coming up. Panthers intercept. Stay onside. And icing is the call with 18:18 left to go. All 8 goals that Bobrovsky has given up are in the upper left corner, 5 on the upper right, and 1 in what's commonly called as the 5-hole. It's like a pentagram. 2 up top, 2 in the bottom, and 1 in the middle. That's all I'm going to say on that. Somebody lost a stick. Panthers have it. Dancing around. And Picard will play it out. Panthers sent it in. Shot. Nothing there. Right at the doorstep, the Oilers had a chance on that one. Oilers behind their own net, trying to get out, and they do. Oilers take the puck away. Coming up through center. Panthers get it back. 2 scoring chances so far for the Oilers. Only 1 shot each. Oh, hello, right into my living room. Panthers try to get on, and the puck goes into the benches with 16:26 to go. As we look back at that one play by McDavid, we took a swipe and just nicked the goalie's skate with his stick. 11 games, 3 goals, 14 assists, 17 points. I wish he had more goals. I really did. He's the guy. Offsides is the call. forecheck chances. 7-2 in favor of Florida in Game 1. 5-0 in favor of Florida Game 2. 6-1 in favor of Florida for Game 3. Tied in Game 4. 21-6 overall for forechecks. As there are some Florida fans wearing their chains. 16-13 left to go in the first period. And the puck goes in the benches right at, as I'm bashing my own computer here, as I'm bashing with 4 minutes gone by. Somebody gets a souvenir. Three, 8, 14, 19, 4, 10. Wow. Now that's kind of interesting here. If you add up all the goals in the previous 4 games, the score is 19-18 in favor of the Panthers. If my math is right. 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 is 18. And 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4. Oh, now it's 14. No, wait. I'll do that. I got to check that again. I got to check the math on that one again. Maybe at the next stop. Oilers lose control at center ice. Oilers going around. We have icing. No. Oilers right on the doorstep. And it will not go in. Bobrovsky was all over that. How did the puck not go in on that one? He had to sit down on the ice. Come on, that was a hook. I saw a hook on that one, ref. Here's McDavid. Shot, and the puck goes into the netting at 14 minutes and 14 seconds. Let's take a look at this again here. Bobrovsky plays it out of his crease. Puck drives in, save, tries to send it away. He hits the ground, or he hits the ice, gets stuffed. It's right in front of him, and he literally had to stretch and kick out his leg. "63 hits for Gadjevic. And the Panthers have the puck. A lot of back and forth, and that is offsides. Nope, puck went out of play. I thought it was offsides. Oilers with it, trying to come up through the ice. Come up through center ice, I should say. Yeah, come up through the ice. Yeah, that's a good one. Panthers send it in. Picard was out of his crease for a couple seconds. Not too bad. Here come the Oilers. If they hurry, they could have a 3-on-2. And the puck goes out of play again. With 13:11 to go, we're going to get a TV timeout. I'm going to look up that stat and make sure it was correct. And we'll be right back. No score as of right now. No score. 0-0 is the score with 13 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the wrestling. 18-15 was the overall score. Zach Hyman was up in the stands there waving to the crowd. 18-15 was the score overall, all the goals. Zach Hyman, left wing for the Oilers, out, wrist surgery. So I think the tradition is he'll get a day with the cup, but I don't think he'll get his name on it because he didn't play it for it. Oilers have it. Fakes the shot. Shoots! 85 miles an hour, and it goes right. Marchand with a shot. Swallows it up. Look at that. Take a look at this one by Marchand. Right into his chest. Boom. Covers it up. To the left of Picard. Let's turn that down just a little bit so we don't get dinged. Puck behind the net. 12:15 to go in the first. At the point, sends it up and in. Nothing. 12 minutes to go. Here comes Barkov trying to make his way around. Barkov got nothing on that. Here come the Oilers. Shark Week next month. It's always Shark Week on Discovery. Oilers going through center ice. Nice little lob. Puck in front of the eyes, and nothing happens. Oh, that was a close one. The Oilers were right there, right on the doorstep on that one. Right on the doorstep. You could say it was point blank range. Let's see what happens here. Nurse sends it in, goes right to his pads, and Reinhardt was at the wrong angle. Oilers have it. And the puck goes up into the crowd. .53 left to go in at center ice. They're doing the face-off at center ice. Marchand with a quick breakaway. He shoots. He scores! Brad Marchand, right from the face-off, gets past Picard to give the Panthers a 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at that. That's how fast it happens, folks. He just took the puck, crossed the blue line, up and in. He passed up on Ekholm right then and there. It's like, excuse me, I'd like to score this goal. And he did. The Panthers are up 1-0 with right at 10:48. They've scored first in every game in 4 straight games. He just literally bursted through the line and boom. That's it. Florida takes the lead 1-0. Florida looking for more. Seventh player with 5 or more goals in multiple Stanley Cup Finals series. Wow. Panthers with the puck. Oh! Oiler fans are looking for a penalty. It was probably a clean check. 10 minutes to go. And Nurse is going to ice the puck at 9:47. 9:47 left. There was a good check. The Oilers, the Edmonton crowd is still Marchand on the right. He cuts through, gets the quick pass, and just goes. And he was to the right of it. He just scooted through everybody, got a hold of it, got a quick burst of speed, and in. To the left of Picard. Captain Picard. 12 career goals in the Stanley Cup Final, most amongst active skaters. And it looks like, are we going to a TV timeout? As they're all watching at Amerit Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Yes, we have a timeout. So when there's a timeout, we take a break. Be right back again.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the wrestling, all the wrestling, all the wrestling, all the wrestling. Interviewing Coach Maurice. I still kind of disagree with that a little bit. The coach is trying to focus on the game, and there's not enough time to get that quick interview in, you know? All the interviews need to be done post and before, you know? That's just my thought on that. I think they tried that again in the latest incarnation of the XFL or the USFL or one of those teams or one of those where it's like, you just got picked off with an interception. How do you feel? How do you think I feel? I mean, I'm ticked off about it. But they're not going to say that word, and then you'll get an FCC violation. All right. Panthers have the puck. Dancing all over. Somebody fell down. Sends it in. Here come the Oilers. And I didn't close my door. Hey, there's the Renegade. Gotta close the door. There you go. Okay, good. All right. Oilers crossing over the blue line. Trying to tie the game back up with 8 minutes left to go in the period. And here come the Oilers crossing into center ice. The Panthers intercept. Going back the other way. Back and forth through neutral ice. Back and forth, literally back and forth. Picard briefly out of his crease for just a little bit. Remember, the winner of this game gets the advantage. And it's now a best of 3. And the puck goes out of play and into the netting with 7:24 left to go. Game 6 could be a series clinching scenario because both teams are tied at 2. You need 4 to win. There's only 3 games left, so Florida wants to go back to Florida and raise the Stanley Cup. Edmonton wants to win this one and play spoiler. Because there probably won't be a lot of Edmonton fans in Florida. There'll be a few. Almost a shot there by Barkov. Almost went in. Here they come again through center. A quick interception. Barkov has it again. Goes across. Nothing happened there. Right in front of Picard. He blocked that one. Draisaitl on the left side. Shoots and scores. And did it go? No, it didn't go. I thought it went in. I thought he scored on that. Was Draisaitl. Can we get a replay on that, please? Here comes McDavid, breaking through the defense. They're looking for a penalty on that one. They're not going to get it. Somebody it looked like it was a trip, but said no on that one. Sends it in, trying to go for a change. Another hip check. Here come the Oilers. Panthers try to send that one in. Nothing. Less than 5 minutes left to go. Oilers going around getting closer to 4.5 minutes. Six shots for the Panthers and only 3 for the Oilers. Look, that net was wide open there. I don't know what happened with Bobrovsky on that. He actually hit the ice. And that's going to be a hook. That is a hook. That was definitely a hook on that one. Finally, the refs call something as Jones is going to go to the penalty box. Let's take a look at this one and shoot. Oh, it bounced off the back. It was off the back of the net. With 4:16 left to go in the first, Seth Jones is called for interference, and that will put the Oilers on the power play. Much needed power play. Let's take a look at the stats while we're on a TV timeout here. Let's see what we got here. 6 shots for the Panthers, 3 for the Oilers, 8 hits for the Oilers, 7 hits for the Panthers, 10-6 in favor of faceoffs for the Panthers there, 62.5%, 10 out of 16. Oilers are now going on the power play. So that was the first penalty of the game. And of course, the goal is scored by Brad Marchand at 9:12 with the assist from Anton Lundell. And there is 4:16 left to go, and we'll see what the Oilers can do with that. Let's take a look and let's see what's going on in social media land. On the Twitter. Panthers at Oilers. Latest. What a weak call by the poo emoji NHL officials. I wonder if I can get this NHL bingo card. Come on, camera, help me out here. Let's back that up so I can get that QR code. I want to see about this NHL bingo thing. Come on, come on, come on. There it is. And now we're live. NHL flow to it. Allow while visiting the site. bingo.nhl.com. You need an NHL account? Doggone it. Can't you just give me a freebie for once? We live in a world of QR codes, folks. Draisaitl, Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid, Perry, and Bouchard are on the ice for the Oilers on this power play that's already been gone for 30 seconds. Over to Bouchard. Back over to Draisaitl. Back over in the corner, and the Oilers will clear. Or the Panthers will clear, excuse me. 1:10 left to go. Here come the Oilers. Oh, that was almost a quick steal there. Here comes McDavid. Gets swiped away. And there goes the puck, and the Panthers clear. 55 seconds left. Here comes Bouchard. Bouchard sends it in. And the puck is almost cleared, and the Panthers have it. They're dancing around like they want to go for the shorthanded goal. 25 seconds left on this. Kane, Henrique, Draisaitl, Perry, and Bouchard. Bit of a change going on here. And Picard is going to glove and stop play with 16 seconds left on the power play. And 10 seconds left. And power play's over. Both teams at full strength. Jones comes out of the box and goes back to his bench. Two minutes left to go. Oilers go for a shot. They shoot, and they score. It is now 2-0 Panthers. Sam Bennett gets a shot in. And the Panthers extend their lead. Bennett takes it around center, passes it over. Gets it back, gets the rebound, and gets it in from, is that Rodriguez there? Bennett over to Tkachuk, who shoot, block, pass. Either way, the puck is in the net, and the Panthers have a 2-0 lead. Two nothing is the score. What happened now? McColson is going into the penalty box for tripping. Let's see it. Where is it? His stick hit his ankle. Florida on the power play with 1:43 left to go in the first. So if they don't score, there'll be a 15-second power play. Can they get a third goal? Jones with a shot that went wide. Up at the point. Shot? Nope. Somebody's got a broken stick. So technically it's almost like a 5-on-3. Who is that without a stick, I'd like to know. 5 versus 3.5. And the Oilers will clear. 1 minute left to go. 5 for 13 on power play goal in the first, or power play in the first period. Outscoring Edmonton 11-4 this series. Schmidt has it. He fakes a shot. Sends it in. Picard swallows up the puck. 23 seconds left in the period. 40 seconds left on the power play. And apparently, second player since 67, 68, Brad Marchand with 5 or more goals. How about that? Marchand, Bennett, Rodriguez, Verhaeghe, and Schmidt. Sam Bennett, 5th player in playoff history with a 6-game road goal streak. As the clock winds down, 10 seconds left to go in the period. Puck goes off the net. 3, 2, 1. One final shot. That's the end. And Bennett and somebody else got into it just as time expired. Bennett got into it with somebody, but either way, it's the end of the first period. It was Bennett and who is that? Wallman? Yep. Bennett and Wallman got into it a little bit there. As the teams go off into the locker rooms, it is now the first intermission. So we'll play that again, and we're going to take a little bit of a longer break. Not too long, though. I'll figure something to do or something to talk about during we don't want that one. No, we don't want that one. We want this one. End of first period. Panthers 2, Oilers 0. That's the one we want. And we'll put that up. And hopefully when we get back, I will remember to take this stuff off. First intermission. We'll put that up there. And we shall return after a little break. We'll go over some stats, take a look at what's going on social media, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, enjoy this.
Get it? Got it.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All right, let's see what's going on. Sam Bennett rocks Troy Stetcher with no puck in sight. The fix is in again. Uh-huh. Just reading all the stuff here on social media. And let's see what else. Don't worry, the second period is always the Oilers' best. Possibly. They brought out a giant Canadian flag during the Canadian national anthem. That was beautiful. That's very beautiful there. Let's see what else we got here. If you like pina, I've never had a pina colada. I thought someone had wanted a pina colada. Most goals in a single postseason. Active players: Zach Hyman, 16 in 2024. Alex Ovechkin, 15 in 2018. Sidney Crosby, 15 in 2009. Sam Bennett, 15 in 25. Well, he just needs 2 more after that. Is Connor McDavid the best hockey player, or is it Sam Bennett? Not trying to ruffle the feathers, but I'm starting to think it's Sam Bennett. Yeah. Oilers without a shot on goal in 11 minutes of play, and I took the over for Bob saves. Time to hunt. Ha, 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 ha. I really wish I could make... I know it might sound a little bit selfish or whatever, but if I could, I would have loved to put some bets down on this and hopefully made some money, but I don't know. There has to be a stat on who lets in the first goal, the first 2 minutes and last 2 minutes of a period. The Edmonton Oilers easily win this. Okay, this is interesting. There has to be a stat on who lets in the first goal. Okay. Stat boy at work here. Let me bring this stuff up here. I will answer. Oh, give me that tweet back. Where was it? Doggone it. Come on. Where was that stat? Where was it? Come on. No, I don't want latest tweets. Stop that. Stupid phone. Doggone it. Where is it? I am going to find this stat. I want to answer it. Come on. Doggone it. I lost it. Let's see if I can search for it. Stats. Stanley Cup. Latest. Has any team won the Stanley Cup after a goalie change mid-series? That's a good one. Let's find out. Let's see if I can find that. Has any team won the Stanley Cup after a goalie change? Yes. (2006) Carolina Hurricanes. 2010 Chicago Blackhawks. 2019 St. Louis Blues. There you go. Let's see what else we got. Edmonton, Florida is the furthest distance between Stanley Cup final opponents, 2,541 miles. That's a good one. Okay, well, there's your answer. Got that one in anyway. All right, let's take a look at the stats currently. Next goal. If you bet on the Panthers, it's plus 100 on DraftKings. Let's take a look at the team stats here. 8 shots for the Panthers, 3 shots for the Oilers. Both teams have got 9 hits. Panthers have won 13 faceoffs. Oilers have won 8. Both teams have a power play opportunity, but no goals for either one. As we see AJ Greer in the hallway. One penalty each. And Brad Marchand opened the game at 9 minutes and 12 seconds. With the assist from Anton Lundell, and Sam Bennett gave the second goal at 18:06 with Tkachuk and his 15th assist in the playoffs. And that's pretty much all I've got so far. Not much else going on social media. Sting is better than The Undertaker. Ooh. Tough call. How many slices of pizza can you eat? A whole pie. I can eat a whole pizza. Is this already the NBA draft? I thought that wasn't started yet. That's not the draft, is it? The draft doesn't start. Yeah, the draft isn't for another 9 days. Oh, wow. Somebody on social media got a picture of my good old friend Stephen A. Smith, and yes, that's being sarcastic, at game 4 on his phone, and clearly in his hand he's playing solitaire. Well, is that so horrible, really? I mean, playing solitaire on your phone? I mean, is it really that bad? No. I don't think so. Live social media check. And are we getting ready to start the second period? If so, the phone comes down. Sure looks like it. All right, let's get rid of this. That's gone. And that's gone. There you go. And the Panthers have a very quick power play. Five, four, three, two, one. That's it. Both teams at full strength. Oilers with the puck, going through center ice. And icing is the call. And we are going to the right of the card. Quick, up, in, out. Nope, didn't go anywhere. In the corner. Puck is up in the air. It drops down in the corner. To center ice. Oilers back in their own zone. Coming up. A little bit of a pile up there below the net, behind the net. Here comes shot. That was Marchand again. Oilers with it. Panthers intercept. Sends it up in and nothing. Getting it almost looked like a trip there. Oilers can hurry. Bit of a breakaway. Nope. They wanted a call. Are they going to get it? Getting a penalty or not? Yep. Ekblad for tripping. Oilers on the power play. A much needed power play. Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Perry, and Bouchard. Draisaitl wins the faceoff, but it goes back towards, and it's going to go clear. And here come the Oilers. Trying to get something going. Nugent Hopkins has it, sends it over. Sends it around. Somebody shoot. They did. Took them a while, though. And 1:10 left to go in the power play. Right around in front of the net. Bouchard's got it. Over to Nugent Hopkins, sends it in, goes right to the glove, up and oh! I saw a flutter, and then I saw a check, and then I thought that would have been another penalty, but I guess not. Bouchard with it. There's a shot. Didn't go anywhere, though. And the puck is up and out. Both teams are at full strength. 14:41 left to go in the second. Corey Perry is now at 236 postseason games played. Somebody lost their stick. Got it back, though. And 14 minutes and 30 seconds left. And there's Mark Messier. Rangers win Stanley Cup, June 14th, 1994. Interesting. Oilers with it, or Panthers with it. Now the Oilers get it back. Oilers trying to get something together. Coming around, sending it down. Off the wall. Sending it back. Behind the goal line. Coming around. In front of the goalie, and it goes wide left. In the corner. Up and around. And through center ice. 12 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Everybody's all over the puck. And the puck goes out of play and into the benches. But it looks like the Oilers are going back on the power play. as the referees have a meeting. What's the call? Delay a game? I mean, the puck went very far. Yep. Reinhardt's being called for delay a game. That's going to put us on a TV timeout. We'll be right back. Oilers going back on the power play. Oh, let's put that in there too. We didn't put that in there.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Oilers on the power play. 0 for 2 tonight so far. And it's right off the face-off. Puck goes right past. .12:32 left to go in the second. Oilers with a shot. Nothing. There's the Oilers mascot trying to get the crowd involved. Right in front of the net. Somebody lost a stick again. They need Stickum for their sticks. Oilers. Going in, working in, getting closer and closer, inching to the net. There's a shot. Nothing. Looking for somebody behind the net. McDavid. Shoot it, McDavid. He didn't shoot it. 1:05 left to go on this power play. There's McDavid. He shoots. Looks like it hit the post on that one. McDavid has it again. Everybody plays keep away. And another one lost their stick. Looks like he's trying to kick the puck. Is that legal? Can you do that? And now what? Look. Perry took a shot, and his head snapped back. I don't know if it was from the puck or from a stick. He's right there. He flinched. I don't know if that's the same play or not. Puck hit the post. Here's Draisaitl. I didn't see him get hit or anything. 27 seconds left on the power play. Dancing all around. In front, and the Panthers will clear. And the power play is over. 10:28 left to go in the second period. 0 for 3 on the power play. Puck goes up. Puck comes down. Here come the Oilers. Quick intercept. Down in the corner again. Oilers looking for something, trying to set something up. Sends it in, nothing. Oilers still with it. Panthers trying to clear. They do, and this will be... Nope, still not icing. Thought that was going to at least be icing. Oilers coming back. As the clock runs down past 9 minutes. Total goals according to DraftKings over 5.5, 100 plus 135, under 5.5, minus 175. A shot. And into the glove. And that should take us to a TV timeout, which it does. 8:32 left to go in the second period. 2-0 is the score. Be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
.32 left to go as they are interviewing the Oilers coach. What needs to be done? We need to score more goals. That's simple. 4 multi-goal comeback wins this postseason. The NHL record is 5. Eight and a half minutes left to go. Oilers with it, sending it around, shooting it in. Nothing. Trying to clear it out. Send it around. Panthers on the prowl. And here come the Oilers. And nothing there as the clock runs down to 7:35. More stuff from the Oilers. There's a good check, but the camera missed it. And 7 minutes to go. Panthers weaving their way through. There's a shot. It gets blocked. Panthers still have it. There's Schmidt with it. Schmidt comes back to chase it down. 6:30 left to go. Bennett's got it, and puck is out of the zone, so the Oilers have to regroup. And 6 minutes to go. Puck going around, but not much happening. And that's why I feel sometimes with the different sports, you know, in some cases, and there's a cover up by Picard. In some cases, hockey seems like the slowest when it comes to calling it. See, with baseball, it's pitch by pitch. With basketball, it's constantly moving. With football, it's, you know, they make the play, they get the result. With hockey, there's a lot of back and forth action. It's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, or they're digging the puck out of the corners, or it's in the center zone, it's in the back and forth, and there's not much going on. And that's why I kind of feel that it's dragging a little bit, you know. Plus, I think this is only maybe my second or third Stanley Cup watch along, you know. I know some of the players. I know what teams they play on, but because I think there are copyright laws or however it works, I can't have the sound up to hear who's got the puck and what's happening. So it does concern me a little bit. I mean, they put out that disclaimer, you know, that says any reproduction or reassessment, you know, how I know a lot of people do this because I love streamers react and everything, and they're doing watch-alongs as well. But what I truly want to know, and even if I have been told this, I need a refresher. I need to know why in their cases they can have the sound in the background and it can be rebroadcast, but it's not a copyright thing. I have no idea. I really, really don't, you know? And they have more sophisticated things, like they have all the graphics and everything, or they have the live chat going on, or they even put the banner on ESPN, and you know, they're not actually turning their camera onto the TV to broadcast it out. That I understand is wrong. I mean, if I put my camera, if I start going like this to my well, that's a game. But if I go like that while I'm out sending it out, then that might be illegal. But I just don't know how it all works. Less than 5 minutes left to go. 4:51 left in the second. Leon Draisaitl, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points, 2 game-winning overtime goals. Panthers with it. Shoots. Blocked. Here come the Oilers through center ice. They send it up. Plus, there's a lot of terminology that I don't get as well. Is that icing? No. I'm also surprised on social media a lot of people didn't say that Skinner should be in the game or anything like that. Oilers with a shot. Puck is out of play. 3:51 left to go in the second. Again, Game 6 is on Tuesday. The Cup will be in Florida. And Game 7 will be back in Edmonton if necessary. Maybe the Cup's already in Florida. Brad Marchand, 4th Stanley Cup final appearance, 2011 champion with Boston. And yes, Corey Perry has more than that. He's got 6. Here come the Oilers trying to get something. This might be this might be the first shutout in a while too. I'll look up that one. Let's look that up now. Shutouts, Stanley Cup final history. There might have been one last year. All-time Stanley Cup leaders. last shutout Stanley Cup final? That's not telling me anything. Full list of Stanley Cup finals and results by years. That doesn't tell me what I want. And the clock is down to 1:50 left to go. Let's try this again. When was the last shutout in the Stanley Cup Finals? 2014. Kings and Rangers. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Boy, oh boy, I am not going to live that one down. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm only wearing the shirt that it took half. Oh my gosh. If that don't go viral. 107 left to go. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I did that. My brothers are going to disown me big time on that one. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. 3-0. Game 3, 2014. Final minute of play. That looked like a penalty, but they're not going to call anything. 30 seconds left. That looked like something from Draisaitl. $20 seconds left. We have a penalty, ref. You're checking for blood. Ooh, right in the nose. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, that's high sticking from Draisaitl. That's going to put Florida on the power play. Right in the nose. $20 seconds left. As they clear it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the period. No, we don't want that. We want second intermission. Second intermission and dinner break because I can smell the food being cooked down at the bottom. Second, Panthers 2, Oilers nothing. We'll get that going. And we'll get that going. And we'll be right back as soon as I grab a plate and take a few bites, and we'll go over the second. And I'm going to hang my head in shame because I don't know that the Kings were the last Stanley Cup Finals shutout. All righty. Let's see the second period stats. Please forgive me as I have a beautiful plate of dinner, which I want to take a few more bites with. All right. 13 shots for the Panthers, 11 for the Oilers, 19 hits for the Panthers, 15 for the Oilers. Faceoffs is 19-17 in favor of the Panthers, 52.8% and 47.2%. 3 power play opportunities for the Oilers, 2 for the Panthers, no power play goals for either team. 6 penalty minutes for the Panthers and 4 for the Oilers. And let's take a look at no goals scored in the second. But as far as penalties go, Ekblad was called for tripping at 3:17. Sam Reinhart, delay of game at 7:28. And Leon Draisaitl at 19:40. So when we get back to the third period, there will be a power play continuing. The fans in Edmonton are still partying, though. They're still having a good time. They're conga lining. They're having a great time there outside Rogers Place. Excuse me while I take a few more bites of this beautiful dinner.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Excuse me, sorry. I had to take one good bite. All right, let's see if there's anything news. Any new stuff I can talk about before we get to the final period. We love playing at home, then bring zero intensity and no desire laying an egg. Let's go Oilers. McDavid, when it counts, and they're doing the Halliburton choke gif. For the longest time, Matthias Ekholm has reminded me of a cartoon character, and I couldn't figure out who it was. Yukon Cornelius. Oh, hey, the Panthers have a 2-0 lead. Will they keep it this time, or will they let the Oilers score to force overtime again? Bite your tongue. I've already gone through 3 overtimes this series. I don't want to go for a fourth. The Daily Planet is exclusively reporting Connor McDavid was heard screaming in the locker room. This is interesting. Oh, wow. Look at this. A lucky fan got his Oilers jersey autographed. Well, how about that? And this 30-1 bet on DraftKings doesn't look like it's going to pay out because Frederick hasn't scored a goal yet. None of those things have come up. So Connor McDavid hat trick incoming. No. The Oilers look tired. Zero spark, zero rhythm, zero urgency. They look defeated. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. Third period coming up. Oilers will win this game. They will have a fire lit underneath and will play mad. Now they got 20 minutes to put that together. Can the Oilers please tie this game? Hockey is more fun when it's interesting. I can agree. Excuse me. Well, we'll see what happens in the third. UFC's tonight as well? I wonder if Walter is doing UFC. UFC on ESPN in Atlanta. Usman versus Buckley. I have been so far out of UFC. I don't even know who's doing what. Let's see what's happening in the UFL. See if we can get that real quick before the start of the third. In the UFL, DC is winning 37-19. UFL CBA formally approved will run through 2026. All right, final period is getting ready to start. We don't want that. Let me take a quick more bite of my dinner real quick. Pardon me, please. Third period is underway. Florida on the power play. Kachuk, Reinhardt, Barkov, Jones, and Ekblad. 3 teams with consecutive multi-goal comeback wins. Last instant, the Kings. Panthers on the power play, looking for maybe another insurance goal. Not that they would need it. What they should do is they should show the cup being put in the crate in Toronto, and when close it up and they stick a sticker on it that says "Send to Florida." Because right now, if things stay the same as they are, Game 6 is for the cup for Florida. "20 seconds left on this power play. Schmidt coming in, gives it to Verhaeghe, goes across the line. There's a shot, there's a save. And full strength. Picard hasn't done bad. He's only given up the 2 goals. That's not bad. Oilers lose control and they have to reset. $17:45 to go. Fans look a penalty for that one. Oilers looking for something. They're just not getting it. 17 minutes left to go in the game. Puck behind the net. 16:30 to go. Icing? Nope. Icing? Yes. 16:23 to go. Excuse me. Delicious. Alrighty, Panthers coming up through center ice, 16 minutes to go. Here come the Oilers into the zone. But offsides was the call. 15:34 to go. And my door is open. Open the door. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody watch a dinosaur. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh. As I smack the computer again. Oilers pen. Can they get it? Nope. Offsides is the call, I think, at 15:05. No, not NBA, NHL. $15:05 left to go. I know one thing I can look up real quick. Why didn't that come in? I cannot believe that didn't come in. I wanted to apply for that job as well. And Florida scores again. Marchand with the goal. Marchand with a bit of a break, skates around, and slides it right in. And that makes it 3-0. Crosses the blue line. Dances around Wallman. And gets it in. Oh my gosh. And there was an Oiler fan in the crowd who had a Panther jersey underneath, and he took off his Oilers jersey to reveal his Panthers jersey. It is now 3-0. I need to do this. Oilers take a shot, but hit nothing. I have wanted to work with them for a long time. McDavid finally scores and avoids the shutout. And I do apologize for being distracted, but something came up that I had to. I finally got to call a McDavid goal. Bouchard to McDavid, who gets it on a small little wraparound right there. Well, not a wraparound, but a straight shot in. It's now 3-1. All right. So if you remember, Hulk Hogan was opening a shop here in Sevier County, and before I got my job at the Great Big Game Show, I was trying to work with them too. So maybe I'll go back to working 2 jobs. I don't know. We'll see. So I was applying for that. That's what I was doing. So I do apologize. I had to get that focused in right then and there. All right, 3-1 with 12:24 left to go. Avoiding the shutout. Another quick shot. And a whistle blows. As the puck goes into the crowd, with 12:08 to go in the third period. They celebrate in Edmonton and they celebrate in Florida as both teams score a goal. It is 3-1. Be right back. TV timeout.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Connor McDavid is now at 95 in the fewest games to 150 postseason points. Wayne Gretzky took 68 and Mario Lemieux took 86. 12 minutes left to go. 95 games, 44 goals, 106 assists, 150 points in his postseason career. And the Panthers answer right back as Reinhart gets a goal back with 11:50 to go. I was mid-drink on that one. Barkov to Reinhardt, and it goes right in. And that makes it 4-1 Oilers. Excuse me. Well, Picard has now given up 4 goals. Six points in the last 3 games for Reinhardt. 11:25 to go. Almost a 5th goal. And 11 minutes to go. Reinhardt gets the goal with Barkov on the assist. Puck up in the air and hitting the net. Turn that down just a little bit. Panthers and Oilers, Game 5. Panthers lead 4-1. Game 6 could be the series clinching championship game. "10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game." I don't see the Oilers. If the Oilers can score in like the next 2 minutes, then maybe they'll pull Picard. But right now, I don't see it. Brad Marchand, first with 6 goals in a Stanley Cup final since 1988. Impressive. Game 6, he'll probably get the 7th goal. Nine minutes to go in the game. Oilers with it. The clock is running down. Panthers sending it in. Panthers keep it in the Oilers zone. Eight minutes left to go in the game. Next goal, excluding overtime on DraftKings. Florida's a plus 115 to get the next goal. Plus 300 if nobody scores. Clock down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. There should be a TV timeout coming soon at the next stoppage of play. Game 5 winner wins series tied 19-7 series record. Well, there you go. The winner of Game 5 wins the Stanley Cup. How about that? 19 out of 26 times. See, again, it's as much as I love the stats, I don't know if it's like a jinxing scenario or something like that. It's like with the Thunder. When the Thunder lost a game, they wouldn't lose back-to-back. They've only lost twice. They didn't lose the last time. Now we're at Game 5 in the NBA Finals, you know? Six and a half left to play. 4-1. Picard looking over at his bench. Here come the Panthers, but nothing there. Six minutes to go in the game. And I believe icing was the call on that one. Again, the Cup will be in Florida, Game 6 on Tuesday. And if need be, the series and the championship ends on Friday the 20th, if necessary. 5:58 to go in the game. 4-1. Panthers lead. Looking to become back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. And Picard covers up with 5:46 to go. And that will register a TV timeout. And that should be the last one, I believe. So we're going to take one final TV timeout.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the wrestling, all the wrestling, all the wrestling. All right. At the end of the game, we'll do all the team stats, and then we'll call it a night. And all the pops out there and all the dads, happy Father's Day for tomorrow. I will be calling Pop, I promised. And I have to put his card in the mail, too. I know I should have done that earlier, but I couldn't find the darn thing. I had it, and then I lost it. 5.5 left to go in the game. Oilers trying to speed in, and the puck nearly made it across the line. Final 5. And there goes the goalie. The Oilers have pulled their goalie in a last-ditch effort to try and score 3 goals. There's a shot, and no. I thought it went in. I kind of lose it there a little bit. Coming around. Oilers with it. Looking for 3 goals. Intercepted. And all they got to do is shoot the length of the ice. They're getting closer. And they missed. 4:05 left to go. That puck sailed. Ekholm, Bouchard, Brown, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Kane with the extra attacker. All it's going to take is one flick of the puck, and we'll get an empty netter. Oilers trying to get that goal in there. Can they stuff it in? No. Everybody was in front of the net on that one. Sends it in center ice. And that is offsides. Yep. Let's see that one. It bounced, and it hit the post. 3:30 left to go. No more. There is a TV timeout, but I'm not going to play the commercial anymore on that one. So let's take a look at the stats. 18 shots for the Panthers, 17 shots for the Oilers, 27 hits for the Panthers, 20 for the Oilers. Panthers have won more faceoffs, 27-21. No power play goals, only 3 power play opportunities for the Oilers and 2 for the Panthers. So it's a much cleaner game than before. And I don't think we've had any penalties in the third. Marchand's goal at 5:12 made it 3-0 with an assist by Lusterian. Connor McDavid, which is the goal I really, really wanted. 3-1. Put Edmonton on the board with assists from Bouchard and Ekholm. And then Reinhardt answers back and makes it 4-1. And the Oilers have pulled their goalie with 3.5 minutes left to go. Super Mega Cakes series premiere on the Food Network. How big are these cakes going to be? All right, can the Oilers get at least a goal in the next minute or so? Picard is literally halfway between the center ice and like almost in the blue line, hoping that the Oilers get it. They do. He is headed to the bench. Oilers almost lose it back into the zone. To the net, nothing there. To the net again. Oh, and the Oilers get one back. Corey Perry scores to make it 4-2. Corey Perry fires one in there. Puck almost gets loose. They send it in. They send it around. A shot, a bit of a block. Perry just blasts it right in. That's one. 4-2 is the score now. 3:13 left to go. That was Corey's second goal, I think, this postseason. Oilers have it. Picard's coming off the ice for another extra attacker. The Panthers get a piece of it, but they try to send it down. And with 2:50 left to go, or 2:48 left to go, a high stick was called, so the faceoff is going to come back. Draisaitl and Nurse with the assists on Perry's goal. Again, Game 6. The Cup will be in Florida. Yeah. 10th goal this postseason for Corey Perry. 10th goal overall. I was thinking second in the series. Oilers have it. There goes Picard again. Oilers looking for another goal. 2:15 left to go. Extra attacker. They're there. Oh, he was right there. Don't know who that was, but he was right there. Oilers forced to retreat. Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Perry, Bouchard, and Wallman. Oilers down to 1:50. .140 left to go, and icing is the call at 1:39 left. So that's going to bring the face-off back into McDavid. Was right there, and he just reacted a little bit too slow. If he would have reacted a little bit sooner, I think the puck would have been into the net on that one. 1:39 left to go. Oilers down by 2. And Edmonton has called a timeout. Both teams just talking it over, looking for strategies, whatever. Both teams have shot 18 goals, or both teams have had 18 shots on goal. Yeah, 18-18 in a hockey game. That'd be a good one. The face-off is going to be to the right of Bobrovsky. Oiler fans waving their towels, making noise. Puck is dropped. Oilers have it. They shoot. It's blocked. They still have control, though. Minute 30 left. Another shot. Blocked. And they go for the empty netter, and they get it. Lasterian with an empty netter goal. And that's going to be the sealer. As the Panthers they get one back. It's now 5-2. Lasterian gets a hold of it. He flicks it, takes a bounce, and goes right into the empty netter. And that's probably going to be that's it. Minute 19 left. Oilers have it. I doubt they're going to pull Picard again. Picard's probably going to stay. I don't really think. Well, how about a wraparound? No. 1 minute to go. And Bobrovsky stops that one with 56 seconds left. And there's Skinner. To the right of Bobrovsky. 56 seconds left. Oilers may be looking for one more, but I don't see anything else coming out. 45 seconds left. And the Panthers have it, and they're just going to skate it out. 30 seconds left. And the clock winding down. 20 seconds left. And that's going to do it. Oh. And the clock now he got some extra. Oh, come on. Really? We're going to have extracurricular activities now? Is that how we're going to end this game? Really? Come on. What's the point? They're just going to let the clock run out. There are zeros on the clock. And everybody, come on now. Let's not do it like this. Come on. I don't know what started that all. But either way, there's triple zeros on the scoreboard. And the Panthers go on the road to take the lead. Tenth road win this season for the Panthers. That's a new NHL record. So the Cup will be in Florida. We said that many times. 5-2 is your final score. And Monday night, they can hoist the cup. Or not. Is it Monday night? No, Tuesday night. Tuesday night the 17th. Looks like there were some Florida fans in the crowd who threw rats on the ice, and the Oilers were batting it around. So the game is over. 5-2 is your final score. And Tuesday, this could all come to a head and an end as Lord Stanley Cup's Lord Stanley's Cup could be awarded to the Panthers. Thank you, everybody who watched. I hope you have a great night. All the dads out for tomorrow. Have a great Father's Day. And the next time you'll see me, let me confirm one final time, will be Monday night. Coverage starts at 8 o'clock. Tip-off around 8:30. Game 5 of the NBA Finals between the Pacers and the Thunder. Have a good night, everybody. Stat Boy out.